Occupational therapy is the teaching or ability so you can live your life to the fullest. They teach you how to dress yourself, how to get out of bed, how to cook, how to get in and out of a bathtub, get in and off of a toilet. You know, we all take those for granted, but there's so many mechanics that go to do those simple things. If there wasn't occupational therapy, people wouldn't be going home. They would be in convalescent hospitals, self-assisted living facilities. And eventually they would get so depressed that they would just give up completely. But with occupational therapy, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's something to look forward to. If you can't get out of bed, you can't leave. So it was really important to come to occupational therapy, OT, for me to get myself strong enough to go home. And here at Southwest, they did a great job. There are so many steps that you have to learn because let's go to the store. Well, if you're impaired, it's an ordeal. Okay, do I have to get my chair? How am I going to get into the car? How am I going to get the chair in the car? Do I need my walker? I mean, there's a list of things that you have to think about that before going to the store was, well, let's go to the store, let's go to the mall. With occupational therapy, they can get you over that hump, so it's, okay, yeah, let's go to the store. And it's no big deal. I just happened to be a retired foster parent. I had over 368 kids in my house through 16 years, and several of them had to go to OT to learn how to say they had CP in their hands. But with occupational therapy, they were taught how to open a door, or some of the kids were little, so how to play with Legos, because you need both hands for that, how to walk, and how to stretch so they can learn to dress themselves, how to toilet themselves. Here at Southwest, they use tough love when they need it, and it's not, some people would say, well, you know, God, she's so ill, she doesn't feel good, why are they making her do that? But in the long run, if you stay in bed, you become depressed, and if you don't get your butt moving, you're never going to get out of here. So they make it so you feel that the thing that they knew that you wanted to go home, and they had to emphasize that, well, if you do this and this, you're going to get to go home. Today I brought them pizza because they were always doing little things for me. I made some friendships with some of the other patients, and some days they would get me going, and other times I would get them going, because you're not always happy every day. So the camaraderie of the patients with the staff is unbelievable. A wall was starting to build, and they weren't going to let the wall build. It was going to come down, so you came back and you weren't depressed anymore. They get your butt out of bed and you get going, and then you forget about being depressed, or, you know, okay, well, you know, maybe I can go home in a couple days. You didn't feel like a patient, you started feeling like part of a family. And I do feel like Southwest is part of my family now, whether they like it or not.